Welcome on this Memorial Day, May 29th, 2023. Mark, Kyle, Sundown Sports. Kyle, I think we just start with a moment of silence today for Memorial Day. Thank you. Thank you to our troops. God bless our troops. God bless this country. Best fucking country in the world. I think, regardless of who the president is, it's always a great day to be an American. We have the beautiful flag backdrop today for today's episode. We have our Sundown Sports stickers still. We're working on hats still. It's a challenge, but we're excited to get going with this episode today. I think Mr. Picks, I don't know if he'll be calling in. We'll be doing our best to get a hold of him. He is a busy man out there, picking the world apart. And Ev, we're going to get him on the YouTube episode today.
Okay.
The people love Ev. We got to give them what they want.
Yeah. Full disclosure, this is my flu game. This is my Michael Jordan flu game. I'm under the weather, so I'm going to limit my takes, which could be good or bad.
I will say there's another owner of a company today. Couldn't make it to Game 7 for Boston, Miami.
Yeah, stay woke on that.
Yeah.
Probably couldn't afford a seat.
That's they're like $39,000 right now for a courtside seat to go see that Game 7. Yeah, probably couldn't afford it. But let's give people what they want. NHL, Golden Knights, Dallas Stars, Game 6 tonight. Not do or die. This is, and I know you're not a big hockey fan, for us hockey people, this was a 3-0 Golden Knights lead. It's now 3-2 in Dallas. Little difference. The Heat were the underdog. They won early and are losing late. So if the Golden Knights lose tonight, they get Game 7 in Vegas, which is huge for them. So not as much pressure tonight. You never want to go to a Game 7 because it's just one game.
Yep, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. But tonight, Game 6 in Dallas. Golden Knights lose, go back to Vegas. The Golden Knights are right now a plus 1.5, which if you're not a big hockey sports bet person, every hockey sports bet is just a 1.5 goal for the overtime. So we have Game 6 tonight. I got a couple of things to throw at you, though, because the Golden Knights started off 3-0.
Yeah.
It's a big news in the NBA. The Heat were 3-0. They're about to blow the lead, possibly. It's never been done before. Why don't you tell me, what do the 1942 Maple Leafs, 1975 Islanders, 2010 Flyers, and 2014 Kings all have in common?
They blow a 3-0 lead.
They blow a 3-0 lead.
They did?
In hockey, 4 teams have blown a 3-0 lead. That's huge. What do the Boston Red Sox 2004 have in common?
Yeah, I know that one.
Blew a lead. Yeah, they blew that 3-0 lead.
I was alive for that one.
Yeah. So it's been done. Those teams have all given up the lead for those games. So hockey is not as, a big of a moment. We're not going to be part of history.
Still pretty crazy, though.
Yeah, it's good for those guys. So huge for the game tonight. I'm big Golden Knight guy. I kind of want them to win so I can drag you along to Vegas with me. I think they'll get it done today. They have the guy with the very long last name. I think it's Mushichan.
Yeah, that's probably it.
It's probably it. Hockey names are very tough. Mushichan, he's coming in. He's been playing a great series. He even shot back. I think it was at the Panthers. Like, I can't believe that team traded me away. Oh, we got a little interruption.
A visitor?
A visitor?
Mom wants to see that.
Oh, nice.
All right. Hey, you gonna go play some Fortnite? Okay.
Too cool for Fortnite?
Too cool for Fortnite. So that's gonna be the game tonight. We're gonna give the Mr. Picks is picking the NHL game. He'll give that away a little bit later. Allegedly picking that game. So we'll get that game a little bit later from him.
Okay.
So it's your flu game.
Yeah.
I want to get you like when I got you real well, not when the heat of the day's been wearing in. So okay. I think we just go right to the 2-sip review.
Yeah.
I want the best from you right now.
I could use it too. I need a hydrate. Today, no energy drink felt like that was not responsible per se, although I could use the pick-me-up. We're doing a prime drink.
We do have the The Sundown Sports
Fridge?
2-sip fridge, mini
Okay.
fridge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huge sponsor alert.
Fridge Air.
Okay.
They're not sponsored.
Not a sponsor
No.
yet. We'll tag them.
Kyle.
This is just like their version of an electrolyte drink. I won't say the name. But, it's like a aid. Like a something aid. No, I'll say this name. This is Prime.
Prime.
It's their version of something aid. Crocodile aid. Powerful aid. Prime, this is their version of it. It's good. This is low calories.
25?
Low sugar. 25 calories.
25 calories.
The sugar in it is 1 gram. It's good. To me, the primes are good. It's a very controversial take. But for what you're getting, which is low sugar, low cal, electrolyte drink, it's really good. This is like a 7-8, but the other ones, which I'll show them on the IG, are very good. This is probably the worst of the 3-pack that I got.
What's the flavor?
This is fruit punch, tropical punch.
Tropical punch.
There, tropical punch. It's good.
Would you give it 7-8? It's a high score.
7-8, yeah.
It's a good score.
Nothing to, bat down. It's very good. If you're in the mood for something and don't want to be like, oh, that's 30 grams of sugar.
Let me get you after you've had a little bit of liquid in your throat. Kind of help me out here. What makes a drink an 8 or a 9? What do people need to know?
To pass that threshold of an 8 means that you can get it. You'll get it every time you see it. Like you go in the store. I'm a big gas station guy. You go in and you see and you're like, okay. There's different moods, You're like, oh, I want to try something new. But if you're just like, I need a go-to, that's what makes it pass. Like this isn't a go-to. It's good if it's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a high convenience. If you're picking out of a group, maybe you're at a party, MDW party. You're like, oh, there's a red Prime. I'll grab it.
Yeah.
But if you have a huge selection,
try a different flavor.
You might want to go somewhere else. It wouldn't be bad, 7-8. But if I go to a gas station, I'm just like, I need one of my go-tos. That's what's in the 8s. So there's not a ton. And I've also noticed, I've looked at previous reviews from, whatever past. I get unfortunately or fortunately, new drinks tend to get bumped. Like I think I posted it and you reposted it. It was last year. It was like the red slushy Alani.
Yeah.
I gave that an 8. There's no way that's an 8 anymore.
Do we have to revisit?
Yeah, and I will. I'll post it. I'll post it when I get back because I have them at my fridge. I'll tell you what fresh rating is because there's just no way. I think I was just like, that was like the first Alani I hit. I was like, oh man.
Good. And the red slush is,
it's a cool flavor.
And you're a slushy guy.
I'm a huge slushy guy. So, I don't know. Yeah, there you go. 7-8, red Prime. So, we'll see.
Tua's looking thick. Looking thick in practice. Good thick. Okay. I'm going to do a Memorial Day drink review. You be okay with that?
Yeah, is it a Bud Light?
Nope.
Oh, all right. It's a
Mickey Ultra.
Mickey Ultra?
This is Memorial Day. We need to have
water?
a beer.
I didn't know you're having water today.
And we're going to do, you're probably out on this.
No way. I'm not doing any of that.
We're going to do a shot too. American drink.
Mark is doing a shot.
Whiskey and a beer. You're out on the shot?
Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly.
No, I'm not doing a shot.
Cold glass.
Do you have ice? Oh, it's a cold glass.
We're just going to do a shot. Just a cold glass.
That's all you.
What a huge thing on the whiskey. The smell. You can tell, like, is this going to taste like rubbing alcohol?
This is going to taste like shit, like they all do.
I'm not a big whiskey guy.
I'm a big
One
fruity
shot.
drink guy. Margarita, nice daiquiri, pina colada.
Oh, you can hear the crack over Kyle's fruity drinks.
While Mark drinks this, let me just give you an update. You were talking about Tua. In my Madden season that a lot of people are caring about, Tua hit free agency after this season. Just letting you know. He hit free agency. He's rated an 83, and the Dolphins let him walk. So I hope that doesn't happen.
A computer game. Knob Creek, 100 proof.
Yikes.
This is their age 9 years bottle. Little disclaimer.
Max is watching.
Yeah, little disclaimer. Won this free in a raffle. So
I
didn't have to go out and buy it.
That was the one?
That was the one.
Okay, that's cool. Mickey Ultra. What are you
Take
gonna
me
do?
to the golf course right now.
Yeah, maybe next week, do a
Golf
little
course?
golfing.
That was 2 sips. Mickey Ultra, golf course beer, just a great to hang around on Memorial Day beer. 7.5. 7.5. I've had a lot of whiskey.
Whoa.
Shout out Del Bach in Southern Arizona. The Knob Creek 100 proof. I mean, if you just want to not remember the day, go there. I'm gonna give it a 6.4.
Oh,
Mickey Ultra though, classic American. How's American Review?
okay. Not bad. MDW. Not a big holiday here.
Yeah, back
Huge.
east is probably huge.
Huge. That's Evan is on vacay right now.
The problem here is just the access to lakes.
Yeah, it's a big lake life, beach,
Yeah.
sand.
Saying, yeah, you just can't get out and do. You can't get out in Tucson.
You get sand here. It's gross.
Yeah.
It's a dirt.
So, but I mean, I'll be barbecuing tonight.
Oh, all right.
And I know the guys come out and they're like, oh, it's not, this is a day to remember. This isn't a barbecue holiday. And we agree. The day is to remember the fallen troops, people who sacrificed their lives. Max, my son's great-grandfather. So we have his photo in his room, the American flag. We agree. But we're also going to... Maxwell. That's a review. Ev, we can get Ev on the phone?
Sure. We'll give him a call. He's, again, like I said, he was on vacay, but he said he was available. No idea what we're going to talk about. If he doesn't pick up, this is his one shot.
If he doesn't pick up, we're going to have to go back to hockey to fill a lot of time.
Oh, no.
So I hope Ev picks up.
Hello.
Hey, you're on the air.
How's it going?
Hey, good. How are you? Happy Memorial.
Happy Memorial. What's going on?
Not much. Just doing a nice recording here on a Monday holiday, and I told them that it's just not a big holiday here. But out east.
In Arizona?
Yeah, it's just not big, but out east, very big.
No respect for the fallen, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean, that's a tough look. What's the temp currently right now in New York or New Jersey or whatever you call the city you live in?
77.
It's a
Yeah,
good temp.
It's a 97 right now. We're 20 degrees hotter. 92. Just
Here, just drink water.
I agree. So,
I'll be swimming later today.
Nice. Do you do your 2-sip yet, or is that later?
No, we did it.
We did it already. Mark chose a Michelob Ultra as the 2-sip.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, I
Very
mean,
nice.
MDW.
True. What's
No Bud Light?
I asked already. Evan and I are very similar.
Listen, we won't get into what was said, but if you're about that controversy, that individual made another video today.
Yeah,
Yesterday. Yeah.
So what's going on, Ev? What do you have a message for the listeners?
Yeah, I have one comment and one question.
Okay.
And I'll hang up and listen. So the NBA has Christmas, the NFL has Thanksgiving,
Right.
and then the MLB has nothing. I think not nearly as much as when you think of NBA or Christmas rather. It's like, all right, what am I doing Christmas? I'm opening gifts and I'm watching NBA. From the moment you wake up till you go to sleep, there's 3 games on, and that's what you think of.
5
At least
games.
I do. It's like eating, opening gifts, and NBA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
NFL, probably even more so on Thanksgiving. It's like, oh, okay, we're watching the Cowboys, the Lions. Oh, they're going to suck this year. You think of 4th of July, it's like, oh, what am I doing 4th of July? I don't know, probably having a barbecue somewhere. Same with Memorial. It's like, you don't think of the MLB when you think of those holidays. And I think they need to do a better job marketing themselves, getting kids involved, growing the game. I think that you really have to have the holidays become associated with the sports the same way it is with the others. Like I said, get the youth involved. And I think Manfred is the worst commissioner in sports. I think it's an easy marketing strategy. And just to give you an idea of what I did yesterday, I think I had an F1 race on during a barbecue. Like, I want to be inundated with baseball, Memorial Day, 4th of July, nonstop, just baseball. Have like Yankees, Red Sox, Dodgers, basically the entire day.
I agree. I think it's a good point. I think it's a very good point. They definitely don't do as good as they should, especially 4th of July when people would like to have that filler on in the background at the very least, let alone go to a game or something. So I agree.
I think the toughest part right now is baseball's TV rights. They're terrible.
Yeah.
I can't watch a Diamondbacks game. I mean, I said this before on the pod. 3 years ago, I would come home from work, throw on the Diamondbacks game while I'm cooking dinner, and watch either the beginning or the end of the game. You can't do that anymore. You have to have Bally Sports.
Yeah, and it's tough with other. It's even harder as the Yankees fan. Usually, you just put on like the S Network. Now you have to have Apple Plus. You have to watch a game on Amazon Prime and then Peacock. That's not even exaggeration. There was four games in a row where every game was on a different streaming platform.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. But it'd be as easy as like ESPN saying, hey, this year I want rights to 4 or 3 games on the 4th of July. That's what I want. Not have like, it's Sunday Night Baseball. We're going to have one game. Like, just change up. And then my question was a little bit of a pivot. If you guys don't mind.
Yeah, we can never mind. That was a little too serious for me. We actually got into a real topic.
Yeah, we can go back. I'll hang up and listen after my question. But so Pride Month is almost here. And with that in mind, do you think Black people celebrating BH months get a little jealous of P months because the weather is way nicer?
I don't.
I want to know who picked the month for Black History Month. Is that because why is it there? Should we Google that real quick? Should we go to the Google machine?
Yeah, I think June. Also, June's a great month weather-wise. It really is. I think it might be top 2.
Not in Arizona. If you're in Arizona,
but the rest of the world,
the rest of the
like
country,
East Coast, June is a great month. I'm a big July guy. Big July guy myself for East Coast. It's wonderful.
I agree. Can't get hot enough. But yeah, that was my question.
Well, thank you so much. All right, man. Have a great day.
Hey,
looking forward to hearing.
hey, do you have anything to say to the troops?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Not to go back to his Black History Pride Month comment because that was classic.
He knows how to do these to get us in hot water. We'll avoid that one completely. We love all of our months.
Yeah, I mean every month has if every month had a designation for a group, that's fine. Celebrate it, have a good time. I mean, Black History Month's been around for a really long time.
True.
And I think that the country's done a good job of like promoting events around there.
Yeah, for sure.
So good for that question. Let's go back to the other one about baseball TV rights.
Yes.
And the bullshit that is.
Yes.
I'm agree. I want to follow my team.
Right.
I want to watch them, but I have to pay $20 for Disney Plus. I have to pay $20 for this stream. I have to pay $20 for, Spotify. I have to pay for all this other stuff. And they're like, oh, you can watch your basketball team, you can watch your football team, you can watch all this without any issues. Right? Red Zone is $4 added on to my bill to watch NFL Red Zone.
Yeah.
Every NBA game I want to watch on TV.
Right. And that's how it should be. I mean, at least when growing up, the East Coast and the New York City market, they had specific channels for stuff. Like the Knicks had MSG Network, so Madison Square Network played all the Knicks games. And they had a lot of other filler stuff like sports broadcasts and radio shows that would be televised during the day or replays. But it was Knicks. Like Friday night, Knicks were on at 7. The whole day consisted of like kind of pregame, other stuff, maybe some other random sports related, but centered around the Knicks. Yankees had Yes Network. It was Yankees Entertainment. That's all it was. It was all Yankee stuff. And then, again, they do like the Michael Kay show, which was the Yankees broadcaster had his own show that he would do. And that was it. It was part of your cable, though. Like, you didn't pay extra for it. Now, of course, they're just going to nickel and dime you. And it just seems tough. Like, but you knew every night if I had to watch the Yankees, it was on Yes Network. Unless they were on ESPN. And
Yeah.
they were like, all right, whatever. I'll go there for Sunday Night Baseball. It's kind of cool. Or if they were in the playoffs, they weren't going to be on Yes Network. Because that was the thing. You make the playoffs. All right, Yes Network broadcast team, you had a great year after game 162. We'll see you guys next year because then they're done. Because that's what their fulfillment was. So it is difficult when you just have to if you have to Google where your team
Constantly have to Google it.
What are we doing?
I go to ESPN because ESPN will provide the TV network that's provided on, and it's always blank or Bally Sports or it's tough. I mean, Bally Sports bought Fox Sports, and Fox Sports was just easy. They played every home game for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that. I remember Fox Sports when I first moved here was playing all this stuff. I would go into work. It would be on in the cafeteria, Fox Sports, and it was.
I can make this gripe every minute.
Yeah.
I could leave here right now, talk to more people, gripe about it. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
The NFL announced Amazon, CBS, ESPN, Fox, and NBC all currently broadcast NFL games, and they've signed deals through 2033.
Okay.
Which everyone has access to.
Right, you all know where it's coming.
If I told you right now, how do you get Bally Sports? Nobody'd have any idea. It's
tough.
I agree with F. 4th of July, you think hot dogs, pool, fireworks, baseball, apple pie.
You have no other sport competing against you. The NFL and NBA have kind of a weird thing in the winter. This year, Christmas is going to have some NFL stuff, so they're going to compete. So, unfortunately, the MLB has done such a bad job about promoting their game on a day where there's no one else to compete with. Just make, like Evan said, it's a good idea. And you know what you do? You advertise it for a month straight. You're like, July 4th, tune in.
Right,
Your
exactly.
brain will explode from all the baseball.
Even hockey can get to the point where they're like, hey, we're going to play hockey outside in a baseball stadium.
Right.
Tune in this day for this game.
Yep.
And even hockey can build, and hockey doesn't have a holiday either. I mean, I guess they play kind of in the winter time, late fall, so they can, but it's hockey.
Right.
I can't even get, episode 6, can't even get Kyle interested in betting lines for hockey.
No, never.
So that is, I agree with that. I think that's tough. Hey, Maxwell. See if I get our special guest to come back, but I know he's kind of upset.
Why was he upset?
He's upset because I keep shooing him away.
Oh,
okay. You probably look over my right shoulder, his head kept popping up. Okay, so thank you, Ev. Always calling in. If you want to call in, get in contact with Kyle. We'll bump Ev a week and give you a call.
Yeah, Ev's trying to promote one of his buddies to call in, so I think next week that's what we're going to do.
Okay.
He's going to call in. He's a big Met head.
Should we do the shout out? We're kind of halfway.
Yeah. Who's today's shout out? You have to pick.
We're going to shout out Aaron.
Yeah, he deserves it for tonight.
Yeah. Aaron, you always like everything on Instagram, Aaron. We appreciate you liking that. I also like to shout out a random follower. Can I do that?
Sure.
Clifton on Instagram.
Yeah, big follower.
Thank you for always liking and making comments. Shout out to you. If you see the show and you give me, let me know. Timestamp the shout out.
Yep.
Maybe I'll send you something, some merch.
Oh.
Maybe. We're still working on hats. I wish we could get the hats done. We're working on it.
Stickers.
We're working on it. We're literally 6 weeks into this thing.
We're a stickers podcast.
Yeah, we're definitely a stickers podcast.
Pretty good.
I love the AI logo.
Pretty good. You're in the minority.
I ordered a Sandy shirt with the cactus logo.
Just the
I think it's going to be baller.
No,
I think it's
Sundown, just the cactus.
Well, no, the Sundown too. The Sundown too. Yeah, we always put the Sundown in there.
True.
Thank you, Ev. I think we'll give Mr. Pix a call.
Oh boy, this is a lot of pressure, especially
if he doesn't answer.
He might be suspended if he doesn't answer. Right. He might be sussied.
We appreciate Mr. Pix. By the way, the cactus friend told me he retired.
Okay.
So if you're wondering where the cactus friend Pix at, that guy I guess retired. It may also be 1 p.m. and I could be from that shot, this beer, already feeling it. My wife will come home from.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
I have his picks, though. We'll get to those at the end of the show.
Well.
Because we can't get to the picks and provide a pick without talking about the number one thing to talk about right now. And we push it to the end. NBA.
Oh, okay.
NBA.
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Do you want some water? I want to get that voice primed.
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm down. You've been hiding. Mark usually sends me an agenda of what we're going to talk about. Mark was very secretive about it this week, so I did my own research. I watched my own stuff, but I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Kyle is the NBA expert.
I don't know about that.
You are.
I just enjoy
Help.
basketball.
Heat versus Celtics. Game 7 is tonight. It is a massive game. We already said our main competitor right now in the field, their owner, their founder, he can't even go to the games. He can't afford a ticket.
What's the line?
I think it's 7. Let me pull it back up again.
I think it's 8.
Is it 8?
Last I checked.
It is.
I hope it's higher.
I hope it's 7.5. That'd be hilarious. The sports book has it at minus or plus 7.5. Do you want to check FanDuel?
No, I trust it.
Okay. 7.5. That was kind of funny. It's such a big game. Flu game today for Kyle. The other founder just completely out. But we have it tonight. And I think you're going to give a special pick today.
Yeah. Let's talk about Game 6. Let's talk about it real quick. So Game 6 was Saturday.
Yes.
Excuse me. So Game
First
6.
off of the show. You're doing good holding it together.
I'm secretive about it. Game 6 was a really bad game. I'm going to say it. It was a bad game. It was
for NBA as a whole?
It could be a close game and not be a good game. That's what it was. It was a bad game. Poor shooting on a lot of ends. I'm going to give you 3 people's names, and you tell me how many 3-pointers they made. Okay?
Okay.
Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford. How many 3-pointers did the 3 of them hit on Saturday?
I was going to pull up the stats.
You don't have to. Just guess. And I'll tell
0.
You. They hit 0. They went 0 for 14 from 3. 0 for 14 from 3. The other guy I would like to talk about is Jimmy Butler. And I said it a little bit in the Knicks one. I think Jimmy Butler is a little bit overrated.
Ooh.
I think Jimmy Butler needs some help. Clearly he's not getting it. Bam has been kind of a non-factor in this series, getting blocked by Al Horford a lot, getting stopped by him.
Old man Al Horford.
Old man
Been
Al
around the league
Horford
for a long time.
is D'ing up All-Star, NBA, All-Pro, Bam Adebayo. And Jimmy Butler, last game, had a nice little fourth quarter, but that dude gets bailed out of everything by going to the line. He went to the line like 16 times or something like that. Other than that, he shot a horrific percentage from the field. Horrific. He hit a couple shots in the fourth quarters and had a bunch of free throws, which, again, him and Tatum did not shoot great Saturday, but they both hit their free throws, so you got to give it to them. They're earning it.
Wait a minute, though. Did Jimmy Butler not hit 3 free throws at the end? He
hit free throws.
Those are big.
At home. It's a big look.
You're down. You're down 2.
He's supposedly the best player in the series. So
okay, but you're down 2, and you got to hit 3 free throws. That's a lot of pressure.
It was great pressure shooting for that when there's no one defending you. But besides that, the rest of the game, Jimmy Butler shot terribly.
He did. I think at one point the announcer said something like 3 for 19.
That I think he ended 4 of 21.
It was bad.
And he's not D'ing up Tatum well. He hasn't played tremendous defense, which he's supposedly known for.
Well, they go to the zone a lot, which is a big college move.
Spoelstra's trying to and I love Spoelstra. He's throwing different looks to try to mess with Boston, and it's working. But the Heat don't have enough. These role players are playing significant roles and are not doing well.
Tyler Strauss, was he ever known for his defense, or is he just a shooter?
He can do a little bit of both. He's lengthy. He's not like a lockdown guy, but he's a younger guy. You want him out there. I mean, the fact that Duncan Robinson's playing all this time when Hero was basically a better version of him during the regular season, and Duncan would not even play. It's tough. I feel bad for Miami, in the regards of like they just don't have enough heat to compete right now. They just don't. But my pick for tonight is taking Miami with the points.
Miami with the points plus 7.5.
I think they're going to keep it close. I think Game 7s everyone's super nervous. I mean, both teams are going to be just absolutely anxious and missing shots. And they set that over-under really low. So it's going to be a coin flip for that, too, if the teams start settling in. But, You know Boston's going to come out screaming. I just hope that Miami has some guys that can step up because Jimmy's doing a lot. He's trying. He's forcing it. He's trying to be the hero.
He is trying to be the hero. You could tell in Game 6, he felt the pressure of being home. Win the series at home. The confetti falls on you. The fans scream your name. I agree. I think he tried to do too much.
Yeah.
But without talking any more about the players and the roles that they played in Game 6, let's talk about that last. Did you know the controversy, right? You're the NBA expert. You know the controversy. Do you think the 0.9 seconds was added, or do you think that was correct?
So what I read from the refs have to do a report after every game.
Oh, okay.
It's the last
Sounds
2
awful.
minutes. Yeah, the last 2 minutes, and they talked about it. They basically analyze every single play in the last 2 minutes, and they missed a bunch of calls, and they admit it. They have to. It's part of the report. So a bunch of the calls that they missed, I think they specifically wrote 2 went against Boston. So Boston ended up winning. They had 2 calls in the last whatever that went against them, but they said that they got it right when it came to
the clock,
the whole last shot by Jimmy thing. So I guess they said when the foul started was around 3 seconds. They gave Jimmy like the extra kind of continuation while shooting, but they said they gave him 3 seconds. So it's tough when you start slowing down sports and having like instant replays get like really analyzed like very slow. That's not how sports are meant to be played. But I don't know. I think the time thing is a little bit odd. They did give definitely some time back, but I don't know. Boston had a really nice play lined up. Everyone crashed the boards. I don't know how you don't box out if you're Miami. Like,
well, everyone thought that was the game.
But
you're right. But
you-
you're a Miami player. That shot goes up. You're like, that is their only chance.
Disagree because of that. What exactly happened?
Of course, but in the moment as a player,
as a coach,
that.
You sit down all your players and you go, they have one shot. And if your guy's not shooting, then you better crash the boards. And your job is to, if that ball's near you, you just tip it and get it away or get it straight up or whatever you want to do. But
True.
You can't just sit there
Dominic
and watch.
White just came in crashing.
Derek White,
sorry. And we should have left that for a correction.
No,
Derek White. Derek White came crashing in, and he.
Great play by him.
God, shout out Tony in the office. Not a big Derek White fan.
Oh.
Free throws, 29-34, Boston, 23-29, Heat. That is why I don't care about the 0.9 seconds. Don't care. Make your free throws.
Yep.
If you make your free throws as the Heat, if you went 29 for 29, that's 6 points. It doesn't matter.
Do you see what Tatum shot free throw wise himself?
What do you go?
I think he was 15 for 15.
Good for him. So, I like your pick tonight, though. We had someone offer, just straight up, I think the Heat are going to win. I kind of wanted to go against them and take the Boston. Some guy at work's like, I'll just give you money.
Yeah.
I think money line, if you're looking for an absolute winner, I think Boston wins tonight.
They're favored. They're home. They're hungry. They just storm back in a series. They're trying to make history. I think it's the easy bet. You're not going to get money in Vegas if you money line Boston. So I think if you bet, I think they're the last I checked, it was minus maybe 300 Boston money line or 250. So I don't know.
Special guest Max. Max, who do you like tonight? You know nothing about NBA, correct? Other than Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Who's your favorite player, NBA? All day.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite player?
I don't know.
You don't know?
If you had to pick one.
Pick one player.
LeBron?
Kobe. Okay.
R.I.P.
Do you want to do a guest drink review of the Starbucks pineapple refresher? You want to take a sip and let us know what you think?
Max, you wanted to be on the show.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Do one sip. I want you to take 2 sips of this. Okay?
Don't be embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed. Millions of people are going to watch this. Don't be embarrassed.
Don't spit out the drink.
Okay? You got your 2 sips in?
It's not even in. Okay, good.
Okay. You need to take one more sip or you got it? Did you get 2? Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. What is on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being it's really good and 1 being bad, what do you rate that? This is the Starbucks pineapple refresher for the summer.
Okay.
No caffeine. Good for kids. Pineapple. 1 to 10.
8.5.
Oh,
that's
massive
high.
score.
That's pretty
Massive
high.
score. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming on the show today. We appreciate it. You should give Kyle a fist bump. That's Max. All right, buddy.
No.
There you go.
That was easily done.
8.5.
Just able to lift him up. A lot of core.
A lot of core. So you got Miami Heat plus the points. I think Boston's just going to win outright if you want to take that. I'm sure the odds are terrible. Mr. Picks didn't answer his phone. I had Mr. Picks picks. We're near the end of the show. Mr. Picks picks.
Mr. Picks picks.
Mr. Picks picks. Let's go with them.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
Let me pull up what he gave us. Oh, where'd it go? Okay, here we go. All right, if you're betting tonight, we're going to release this. We've always been like, oh, Sundown Sports, not Sunset Sports. Sundown Sports, let's send out the picks. I think we're going to go with tonight games. We're going to do it tonight. Kyle gets the YouTube video out quick. I'm going to get the Spotify pod posted quick. Tonight's games. If you want to bet tonight's games, we're going to go with over Miami Heat, Boston Celtics. It's at 204 now. It was 203.5 when we started the podcast, which means everyone is betting that over, so they're just driving it up. I think this game may go to overtime. I think there's a strong chance guys are just going to ball out. I don't think it's going to be a defensive game. I think guys are going to shoot like crazy. You're going to see Jimmy Butler bettering. I mean, he knows he shot 4 for 21. Jimmy Butler does. You're going to see him shoot lights out. I like a high-scoring game. If you're like doing the math on that, what's 204? Each team's got to get to 103. Or one team 103, one team 102. And then you could play with it that way. Maybe one team gets to 110, one team gets to 100. You're still hitting the over. So I like 204. Let's send it over, lock it in. It may be 205 later. I think when you're going to cancel it, you're going to cut that off. Mr. Pick says 204. I think 206, you stop. You got to cut it off at that point.
I might take an alt line on them. Make it like 215.
And go under?
No, high.
High.
Just see if they're just going to. It feels like NBA games. It's either like a really low scoring or they're in the 110s and higher. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Then we got his second game is going to be an MLB game. He's giving us an NBA. He gave us an NHL. He's going to give us an MLB. The MLB game tonight is the Diamondbacks are playing the Rockies. They just got swept or they get swept. They lost the series at home.
They won yesterday.
They won yesterday. They did win off.
Shout out Christian Nash at the game for his Boston Red Sox, and they lost.
Did he get a jersey, or did we give him a?
He refused. It's okay.
Pay for your shirt. Diamondbacks are minus 1.5 runs. I think they'll cover that. They lost 1-2 to the Red Sox. They're at home. It's Memorial Day. I like their chances tonight. I think they win by 3+ runs.
Do they have a cool uniform for today or no?
No, they wore their Serpentine uniform, which is like their brown one. They wore that on the first game of the Red Sox series, which I love. They were undefeated until that game. They kind of got blown out.
Okay.
So I like the Diamondbacks to cover 1.5 runs. Or Mr. Pick says. I'm sorry, Mr. Pick. Sorry, it's difficult reading another man's picks and not interpreting them as your own.
I don't know. I think Mr. Picks might get suspended.
He could.
After today.
Is that today's controversy? Where is Mr. Picks? And then we have the Vegas Golden Knights Dallas Stars, the only hockey team left.
True. And
the game right now is plus 1.5 Golden Knights. If you have a lot of money, if you're like, what am I going to do with $5,000? Don't listen to us because you have $5,000 to bet and we don't. But I would go Vegas Knights plus 1.5. Good chance game goes to overtime. That's a guaranteed win, but it's minus 235.
It seems like hockey underdogs have to be an interesting stat to look up how well they do.
How often do they hit that 1.5? You can just put a bunch of money on it. So I'm going to go with the Dallas Stars are going to force a Game 7 in Vegas.
I like that.
They're minus 136 for the money line. Dallas Stars money line to force a Game 6. I like that bet.
Okay.
Mr. Picks likes that bet. Mr. Picks may be suspended.
Yeah.
Those are his 3 MLB, NBA, NHL. Recap them real quick. The over in the Boston-Miami game currently at 204. Diamondbacks to cover minus 1.5 runs. Dallas Stars money line overall. Those are Mr. Pick's picks.
Okay.
Bet responsibly. Not on us if you don't bet responsibly.
Yeah. Have fun with it, but be responsible. If you have a problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Next up. 188 next step.
There's a bunch of them.
Just Google. I lose my money a lot. What do I do?
Yeah.
We're getting to the time of year where the MLB is the dominant sport. Then you have like the summer things. You have, the College World Series, the softball tournament that goes on. I don't know why they don't call it the Softball World Series or whatnot. They don't get a special name. A bunch of NCAA things wrap up.
Yeah.
Then usually it's either like soccer or – well, we don't have the World Cup this year, and we don't have do we have Qatar later this year? Was Qatar last year?
That was last year.
What was last year?
We have nothing but baseball.
There's nothing but baseball this summer. So the most interesting MLB thing right now is the Las Vegas A's. Future Las Vegas A's, currently Oakland A's. Did you see the tweet sent out by the Houston Astros?
Yeah, about the 10 people.
It was like 10-0. They said that, or it was like 10-2, and they tweeted out, that's a 10-piece for the 10 people in the stadium. And the person who tweeted that out was like, oh, that's too harsh. This is a professionally sports ran Twitter. They need to be, more mindful of what they say. No.
You like it?
I like it. The Oakland A's can only pack 10 people, or it feels like 10 people into the stadium. Good on the Houston Astros. What do we have to pay per day, per month, per year to run an organization? You can't get 10 people in the stadium.
I don't know if it's a direct boycott or if they're so boring and bad. Darn well, if they were in Tucson, people would go.
Right.
Like, it would be something just to do. If Oakland is that just set on not going, it seems deliberate. I don't know. I like the tweet. I think it's funny. I think it's pro sports. It's similar to me to like running up the score. You're a pro athlete, just like get over it.
Right.
You should just be able to just like mentally not care what other people say and you just do your own job. So it'll be interesting when they do leave. Baseball is kind of starting to really kick off. I've always said that July 4th is the official unofficial start of baseball, but we're almost in June now. A lot of good teams, a lot of bad teams. AL East is just a powerhouse of a division right now, so the Yankees need to just keep swimming. That's all you have to
Who's
do.
leading the AL East right now? Is it the Yankees?
It's the Rays. But if the Yankees were in any other division, they'd be in first. Any other division in baseball. And they're not even in second, the Yankees. They're in third.
It goes Rays, Orioles?
Yeah.
Rays, Orioles.
Or Orioles, Rays. I can't remember. And then Toronto and Boston are all doing fine. Like, it's just tough. That's their whole division. Is very good teams. So, whatever. Iron sharpens iron, as they say.
If you're a player for the A's, you come in, do you just consider this a wash season? You're already the worst team in the MLB. Your team's moving to Las Vegas, which has got to be cool for a player to go play in Las Vegas. The new stadium concepts, we've tweeted them, have gone out. Do you, as a player, you just consider it a wash season? You know you're not going anywhere. Do you want to get traded? Do you not care?
It's tough. I think it's obviously personal what your values are. I think all these guys in a sport like that, it's very individual based, so they have to just be looking out for themselves. You have to, you get up to bat. No one's there to help you. So you're just like, okay, am I playing for my future? Which you always should be looking out for. I don't even know if these guys think that they'll be on the team when they go to Vegas. Like, who knows? What if they go to Vegas and they're like, all right, see you later, washed. We're gonna totally clean house and get some new guys in. And you just have to be looking out for yourself. Hopefully they're doing that. It's so individual. It's not basketball. It's not football where you need the help of other players and stuff. But
well, the Golden State Warriors don't even play in Oakland. Once they lose the A's, Oakland's done. But we're at the end of today's YouTube, episode 6, Memorial Day. Remember the troops. Thank you for everything you've done. We began with a remembrance of our troops. We'll end with a remembrance of our troops. We're not going to tell you, what to do with our socials, anything like that. Just enjoy your weekend. Enjoy tonight's games. Be thankful for the country we live in, the sacrifice that have been given so that every day we can do fun stuff like this.
very true.
And we thank you to our listeners. The Spotify will roll for just a little bit longer. Just always bonus content. You'll get the before we start. We always do a little bonus content. You'll get the end. So if you're interested in that, click over. Memorial Day 2023. We remember you and thank you.